Okay, in this example we're going to look at the flash banner. A flash banner is for an A grade, as you can see here. If your banner moves and it's animated, it's a distinction. If it doesn't, it's a merit or a pass. So actually you can design a B grade piece of work using a banner from Fireworks, but it's so straightforward to do one in Flash, I would suggest doing one strongly in Flash. So okay, so we're in Flash here and we're going to start. First of all, click on Flash Document, and the size is going to be, you know, somewhere around the 790 by about 100 region, and it will go on top of the drop down menu or your buttons. The background colour, well, it will suit your website, of course. If your website's blue, make it blue. If your website's red, make it red. In this case, I think I'm just going to stick to white and click OK. Button up here is quite nifty because it fits everything exactly to the page. Okay, and here we then go into layers. Now, you may have seen this already in classes last year. You have a layer per object that you're going to animate. So we're going to animate some text, so I'm going to call that text. Okay, but I'm going to add another layer, and I'm going to call that image left to right, and that's going to go from there across to there. And then the last one for this example is image right to left. Okay, so the text, I'm just going to stick to the old steam train postcards, and I'm going to make it bigger just for this example. I'm just going to do it like that. Okay, you know, you might want to put more time into it if you've got that time in the lesson, but just for this example. Now I'm going to want that to change into some other words, so I'm actually going to go along here, and after about, let's say, 40 frames, I'm going to want it to change, but I'm going to need to leave it saying Steam Train Postcards for a little while before it actually changes. So on 15, insert a keyframe. That will keep that and that exactly the same for more or less a second. Okay, and then on 35, roughly, doesn't have to be exact, we insert another keyframe, and on this keyframe we're going to write available here now. Okay, that's straightforward, and we're going to center that just to even it up. Okay, now what we've then got to do is we've got to convert this by pressing F8 into a graphic, and convert this by pressing F8 into a graphic. We now can't edit it, and I'm going to break it apart into little tiny bits so it animates the little tiny bits so they all move about. Break apart, break apart, break apart until it goes dotty, basically. Then let's go over here and do the same. Break apart, break apart, break apart. It's done. This is what's called a shape between. Not a motion between, it's not moving, it's just changing its shape. I've now selected, as you can see, let's just do that again. Just clicked on that and selected, gone to tween, shape between. And I press Control and Enter. Steam Train Postcards are available now. Well, you can immediately see what's wrong with it. It's not staying on available here now. So let's sort that out now. That says available here now. So you want to say available here now for 15 frames. So you right click, set a keyframe, it's done. You can remove the tween, don't need it. And then you want it to go back from available here now to what it's like at the start, so it doesn't do this. It's going to be quite harsh. It's going to blip off. Look, see, there you go, nasty. Right, the way you do that is just copy that frame with the, that's broken apart in the animations, and let's put it there, because the previous one, this one, is 20 frames. So you go right click, paste frames. Right, now if you watch it now, it should be quite smooth. It should just carry on. Steam Train, there you go, Steam Train postcards available here now. Had we changed the colours here, that would have also changed the colour. I'm not sure that you can actually do it after the event, but I could try, I suppose. Oh, there you are. Let's see what that does. Stands out even more. Right, lovely. Okay, so that's what's called a shape tween. The next thing is the image from right to left. Well, you're going to have to go on to Google, get your train, and this is going to be left to right, so ideally you want an image that's going to look like it's going from left to right. This one's fine. Copy the image, go in here, make sure you're on there. Now, to make it easier for yourself, hide the other layers there with the little eye thing, and then paste it in, and then use this tool to resize it. And then, of course, here insert a keyframe and move it. If you wanted to, I mean, it's going to look crazy because it's a steam train, but if you wanted to, you could, of course, be a little bit creative with them and move them and just slowly twist them at one time. Now, obviously, if this is a steam train example, I shouldn't really be doing this, but for the course of this and just explaining it to you, I'm just gonna make my steam train have a nasty accident. So try and make the frames roughly the same distance apart so the train doesn't speed up and slow down. Okay, let's get that right off the page. Okay, select it all, and then literally create a motion tween. Now you see it's done that annoying thing where it loses the twists. So let's go back, put them in there, there, just a little bit of time. Okay, let's have a look at that. Now, as you can see, it's a bit silly in the middle. Well, we can tidy that up. We can tidy that up somewhere it doesn't move very much. There. Now, as you can see, I'm going to need to play about with this. So I'm just going to pause it now and do. Okay, so I think I've now sorted this, so it just goes across the screen quite nicely. And what we've now got to do is just, you can see it's above the text, in front of the text. Well, just drag it below the text and then try again, and there you go. It's starting to come together now. Okay. Now, the next one is from the other side, so it's just simply the same sort of thing. again, probably not the best examples. So steam trains, but we're gonna now hide that one and open up that one. Okay, so we're going to paste this. Oh, we're going to copy that image and we're going to paste it in here. Okay, I've just paused it there just to get a good picture. I've googled here white background. That'll help me immensely, because what I want is a picture like this. Copy the image and paste it in. So I need to, that's the problem, I need it to be there. Paste it in, okay. Make it smaller. Now I've also, by doing what I did there, you see I've flipped it round the other way. Like that, you see, you just flip it round the other way. So that now is going to go there. And we're going to insert a keyframe. Just copy, basically, the other layout. So it's going to go there. It's going to go there. It's going to go there. And finally it's just going to go off the page. So we're just going to zoom out to 50%. Just drag that across the page like that. Okay, that's another way of doing it. Select it all, right click, create motion tween. And there is your animated banner. We can still see what's wrong with the thing. That needs to be at the bottom there. And then try it again. There you go. And that's done. I mean, you can play about with the actual picture itself. Maybe you want it up that way a little bit, so it looks like it's going along in the exact direction that you want. But you know, it's no big difference either way. Okay, so that is your steam train banner.